Hey, you guys, what's up? Welcome to my show. I just wanted to do a brief review on the Small Business Expo. I attended that recently here in Dallas. And I just want to say, you guys, shouts out to those event planners and people who coordinated the show. It was very well organized. It was it was not like it was crowded, but it was very well crowd controlled. And there was always something to do. The vendors were nice, everybody was engaging, everybody was nice. I really enjoyed myself with the show, and I just wanted to say shouts out to you guys for all your hard work. I used to plan events back in the day, and I understand how hard it is and how much work it is to do those logistics. So, shouts out to you guys. So let's get into it. So one reason why I attended the Small Business Expo is because I really wanted to see what was out here in Dallas, the DFW area. I wanted to see the types of businesses that were really out here, because sometimes when you're new, most of the times you kind of hear about it from your circle, right? This person knows this person knows this person. But when you come to the area or come to something like a small business expo, there's like, an array of businesses there, and you can actually see what types of businesses are in the area. So I was really curious to see, I was really curious to see what types of businesses were in the area, and it was well thought out. I absolutely loved it. One of the things I would say that's great, it was very well attended. Tons of vendors. I made sure I hit up every vendor, but I will tell you this, guys. I got there like at 12:30 and I left at 3:30 p.m. I didn't go to the bathroom. I didn't get any water because I wanted to make sure that I hit up like at least 90% of the vendors. And the vendors that I did not hit up, they either I talked to someone that was similar, or their services is something that I can use for my business. So that was the only reason. But other than that, I hit about 90% of all the vendors. Just talk to them, figure out their services, see what they're were offering. And I did this for two reasons. One, I have my writing company. And of course, I have DFW. So of course, I like to talk up to small businesses, have them on the show, see what they're doing, see what services they have, and highlight those businesses. So I pretty much talking to people for like two reasons. And I got that. I got what I needed out of that. Another thing about the show was the diversity. There were all types of businesses there, and I appreciated that. There were businesses just for women entrepreneurs. There were businesses for veterans. There were businesses to help you if you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, start your 401k. There were businesses there that offered insurance for those who are self-employed. Um, there was the Latina Chamber of Commerce was also there. There was a Latina graphic design and marketing business, the co-working spaces, banks, HR companies, payroll companies, people there to help you hire and recruit services, virtual assistant companies as well. I mean, I just absolutely love the diversity in the types of businesses. And honestly, if you like were ready to invest, you could actually go to the Small Business Expo and build your business from the ground up, from the business plan all the way to the retirement plan. Like literally with the marketing and the SEO, the marketing, the PR, the SEO marketing, and website design and print shops all in between. You literally can build your business there from the ground up, which I loved, because for me that means that my local area has all the resources I need, and I love putting money back into the community through the small businesses, right? Okay, so the next point was I did like the workshops. I did not get a chance to attend the workshops, you guys. I really wanted to talk about the workshops, but I did not get a chance to attend any of the workshops because I was running my mouth. I mean, I'm literally shaking hands and swapping business cards with everybody. I ran out of business cards, and that's my goal. One thing I can tell you guys as a tip for networking, and I'm going to do a separate video on networking. When you go somewhere, your goal is to run out of business cards. You know what I'm saying? I just took, I had half a box of business cards printed. Don't even know how many were there, but we're just going to roughly say about 50. I passed out all of them. I sure did. I passed out every last one of them. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do when you go to events like that. Now, if you go to a networking event that doesn't have a lot of people or is not very highly attended, you still pass out business cards, and there the pressure is on because that means if it's 10 people there, guess how many business cards you got to pass out? 10. Now, if it's 100 and you got 20 business cards, then okay, it's easier for you to pass out business cards selectively. But when there's 10 people there, you need to connect with all 10 people because you never know who needs your services. And you also don't know who they know that might need your services. And the best point of contact for marketing is self-promotion, okay? So I'm just going to leave that right there. As far as the workshops, they had speed networking, which I wanted to attend. By the time I made my rounds, they were full and they were over. Because I literally started from the right-hand side, went up one aisle, went down, went up, and just zigzagged. Like, I literally networked like that. My feet were hurting when I left. So I really wish that I had a chance to attend some of the workshops and things of that sort. But they had workshops on, sales and things of that sort. And I just didn't want to miss not meeting a vendor. So my note to myself I had to make was to basically get there earlier next time. I mean, they closed at 5. By 3:30, I was pooped, and I don't believe they have any more workshops after that. But I could be wrong, but I missed out on those, so that was my bad, and just not that was lack of planning on my part because I didn't know what to expect the first time. So another thing I would like to say about diversity business, they had Black women there, Black men, of course I said Latina. It was different types of businesses for everything, and it was diversity in the types of businesses and diversity in race, which is very important because the business community is a diverse community, and you want to see that in your community. You want to work with different people. I love to invest in, the Black community and support Black businesses, but I also like to know that there are other small businesses in the area, that I can invest in as well or work with it, just in case that there's a service that I can't find, or niche, or like, oh, well, they do this over here. So it's always good to know what's in your area. So I was very happy that there were diverse types of businesses with different ethnicities there, as well as the types of services they offered. Another thing is, I want to just say, I really, I'm a beginner entrepreneur, right? So like I'm literally just starting this. I've always had ideas, in the past, like, yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I want to do this. And I haven't executed it. So this is really my first time kind of like executing an idea all the way. Well, I had a blog. So we'll say that I had a blog, but I think I did the blog. I don't even remember how long. I know that it was probably like 10 or 11 years ago, but I had a blog. And I didn't get to the point where I was like monetizing off of the blog. So I'm not going to say that wasn't necessarily a business, but it was something that I didn't see all the way through to the end. And even now, I've just started this, but I've invested so much money in both of my companies that it's like I have to do this. And the only way I don't do it is if either A, I feel like, I've lost interest in it, and it doesn't make any sense for me to do something that I'm not passionate about, or B, something else comes along that may be more lucrative. But other than that, this is really my first time kind of investing in myself and immersing myself into a new project in a new realm. And one thing I can say, now that I'm in this world of entrepreneurship, I talk to other entrepreneurs, and I'm attracting more entrepreneurs to myself. And it's so cool because they are just excited about everything that you do. Like, literally, like, I can say, you know what, I'm going to invent some a sock and a shoe that matches. It's like, oh my God, that's a great job. That's great. They don't have anything like that. You'll do excellent. Of course, people. I'm just playing, honestly, but people. Of course, there are, people that I'm not going to say bad ideas or ideas where people just don't get. But when I was, people were asking me, what do you do? What type of business it is? What do you have going on? Where do you want to go with this? And asking me stuff. And I was pitching myself and pitching my business and talking about what I want to do and the platforms that I'm working on. It's like, oh man, this is great. It was just so encouraging. It was so embracing. And I just got that from everybody. And one guy was like, oh my gosh, you're going to do great. I had 15 businesses. When I first started out, I didn't know what I was doing. You sound like you're on the right track. This is going to work out. This is what you need to do. This is how much you need to make in order to start back, getting to invest in yourself, to invest in your retirement. Like, he just started talking and telling me his life story. And people that I don't know, beforehand, before I started sharing that kind of information, people just don't tell you that kind of stuff. And so it just felt good to me to be like, wow, I have a seat at the table, and that is just something that I've always wanted to do. I knew when I went to school for reporting, I wanted to do reporting and things of that sort first. And I always said, you know what, if this reporting thing doesn't work out, I'm going to start my own business. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm just happy that I'm doing it. It's hard. It takes consistency and it takes time. And, I had to learn not to just beat myself up about stuff when things didn't work out. And I also had to learn to take a step back and reset. And I've reset a few times. And, when the public perception doesn't look like I've reset, but it's definitely been some resetting going on. But I do want to say, if you're an entrepreneur or you're just starting out, I do feel like it's always great to get around people that, have either not share your vision because it's your vision, but had a journey like yours, and just that's going to be encouraging. At one point I thought, well, I don't really need support. They don't really have to know everything I got going on or what I'm doing. But honestly, the support feels great. And I only open up to people who I feel like that's going to be supportive. And when I say supportive, I'm not like, talking about like, oh, well, these people at this expo are my supporters. But it was good to talk to like-minded individuals to show support for what you have to do and tell you at the same time how their services can help you. Because we all need a retirement, right? We all want health insurance, right? We all, want to have like this, great financial setup, correct? So, and not saying that always works out, when you depending on who you work with at times, because things happen. But it's good to know that the resources are out there. It's good to know that the options are out there, and it's good to know that those options are available to me in the community that I live in. And that's all I have to say about that. So I'm going to show a couple of videos and some images from that day. And that's it. But thanks so much for tuning in to this video. And make sure you click and subscribe. Did I say click and subscribe? I don't know. Just make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I got some real good interviews coming up soon, you guys. And they're pretty much backed up until May. But yeah, just make sure you click on the channel and subscribe.